Well, we got another one. And I'm going to have to challenge my followers. If you're going to tag me in videos that you want me to debunk, can you find some new material? Because this one right here is like a bullet point, talking point memo of all the debunked, ridiculous claims that the left has been making for a long time. Lefties, you're going to have to come up with some new propaganda. This is getting really old.
Hey, don't be distracted by the fact that if Trump was actually shot with an AR-15, most of his ear would be missing.
Okay, first, can I just point out one really important thing? The only thing that anyone is distracted by is that shirt. Bro, what on earth are you wearing? Did you know that an AR style rifle shoots a .226 caliber round? That means that that round is less than a quarter inch in diameter. It's the size of a pencil eraser. The entry hole that that type of a round leaves is actually very small. Now, it is true that an AR style rifle, because the way that that ammunition is prepared, has a lot more velocity, so it does a lot more damage when it hits its target and it begins to tumble through the target. But when it's going through something as thin and narrow as an ear, it just leaves a hole. A very small hole. And did you know that the media has actually been reporting on the extent of the injury that Trump experienced? Yeah, it's right there. You can go look it up. And it says pretty clearly that Ronnie Jackson, who actually examined Trump's ear, explained that it really just took off the top tip of his ear. But did you know there's actual video of the exact moment that the round entered his ear?
Check out the
Did you see that at the end where the little hole showed up right there in the ear? And did you notice that the size of that hole was about a quarter inch, about the size of a pencil eraser?
Don't be distracted by the fact that it took them 4 minutes to get him in the vehicle.
And yeah, the Secret Service screwed a lot of stuff up that day, including taking 4 minutes to get him into the vehicle. They messed up a whole lot of stuff.
Don't be distracted by the fact that Trump was out in New Jersey playing golf the very next day.
Now, we know that another person just the other day tried to put this same crap out, and it did not go well for her. But we'll do it again because people still seem to believe this lie. Did Donald Trump play golf on Sunday? No. And as a matter of fact, all major media is telling the truth about this. So when these radical leftists continue to lie about it, just know they're doing it on purpose.
Trump is still in the Epstein files. He is still a convicted felon, and he is still a threat to democracy.
But perhaps the most important piece of propaganda for us to get our arms around is this lie that Donald Trump's name is all over the Epstein logs. It's not. As a matter of fact, you should go read this article. Now, you're not going to be able to find the Business Insider version of it because it's behind a paywall. But Yahoo UK still has a reprint of the Business Insider article right there. So back in January of 2024, a series of documents were released from a Florida judge. And 6 of those documents contained Donald Trump's name. Not a single one of them had a credible allegation that Donald Trump did anything inappropriate. As a matter of fact, the majority of the instances that his name was mentioned was from a deposition from a young woman named Joanna Soberg. And in that deposition, she explained that Donald Trump never touched her. And the only other instances were because Epstein took her to some of Donald Trump's casinos. There's one other instance where his name is mentioned with an allegation, but the woman who made that allegation later recanted and said that she made it up. And she made it up specifically for insurance. Not because she was afraid of anything Donald Trump would do, but because she was worried what Epstein and Maxwell would do. She recanted. She said and admitted that she lied about it. Not a single credible allegation that Donald Trump did anything inappropriate at all has shown up in any of the Epstein logs. Oh, and this idea that Donald Trump is a threat to democracy, I just want to remind people that the Democrat Party right now is in the process of forcing Joe Biden to leave a race in which he earned 14 million primary votes from his party, and they're going to replace him in the most undemocratic way possible. Not by allowing the voters to speak, but by a committee, a group of high-powered Democrat representatives choosing and then forcing the candidate that they want onto the party. Don't tell me Donald Trump is a threat to democracy when your party is literally destroying your own version of democracy.